Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video we're going to be overclocking this 2011, this 14, is that 14 years ago, was it? This 14-year-old laptop. This has a Radeon HD 7400M with a gig of VRAM, so it's really not that great, and an i5 2410M. So I'm going to be overclocking this GPU. We're going to be doing some before and after results. If you like to see videos like this and want to support smaller channels, please subscribe, maybe leave a like or something. Yeah. Alright, let's unlock it using the fingerprint sensor, which is really nostalgic because of how bad it is. I didn't even swipe my finger, that's... Oh, dang it. Yeah, okay, so it really isn't that great. But it is really nostalgic for how bad it is. I used to have an HP with also a terrible fingerprint sensor. Alrighty, so this is MSI Afterburner right here. And we are going to be starting with it unoverclocked, just normal GPU, power plan, best performance. Alright, so we're good to go. Let's start by launching... Which game should I do? Let's go with... And we'll save Crisis. Let's go with Skyrim, sure. Alrighty, I moved my light a little bit, so we're getting better things here. As you can see, we are getting around 43 frames per second on average. I'm going to stick around here, just walk around a bit, and yeah, walk around a little bit, see what sort of frame rate we get. As you can see, perfectly playable experience. Hopefully I'll have a little thing in the corner here, if I can figure out how to do that well. It appears that we are getting... I've never really messed with 1% lows before. But I mean, as you can see, even without it overclocked, this game is perfectly playable. It released 2011, so this is like the era of this computer. I guess we're getting 27 FPS as our 1% low, 44 on average, which is pretty good. So now what we're going to do is we are going to enable the overclock. Alright, so we are going from 750 to 850 and 900 to 976 megahertz. So not that crazy of an improvement, but yeah, let's see exactly what that does. Alrighty, so with the overclock now, we are getting 47 on average now. The frame rate is slightly better. The game definitely feels smoother. You can see that majority of the time we are over 50 frames per second now. Yeah, hitting 60. The temps are actually pretty good. That's at 70. That's at 62. The 1% lows are identical, but our average is up a few frames per second, and most of the time is actually hitting 60 now. So this is a definite improvement over stock. Let me do a bit more of a numbers-based test. We're going to run Firmark, 720p preset. This is stock right now, 750, 900 on the core and the memory. I was really happy to have this dedicated GPU, but it turns out this GPU is actually less powerful than an Intel HD 4000. So that's really not great. That's pretty bad, actually, yeah. But I mean, it's better than... This is my this is my laptop I've been actually using recently, and it's not bad, you know. It's got a big, nice screen. The keyboard's not that terrible. It stays reasonably cool. It is pretty loud just browsing, but what are you gonna do? Alright, so here's our before result, 369 points. Now let us enable it once again. Alrighty, so here's our after, 412. That is a 11% improvement over stock, which it sounds a lot more when you say it like that. So 11%, pretty good improvement, you know. Temps are still good, as we saw. So let's load up some more games here. It's always funny seeing the intro to Crisis because it says August 7th, 2020. But yeah, you know, this laptop would be considered obsolete, and yet it's running a game that once used to require, like, the most expensive computers. That looks stupid. I like it without it better, honestly. Anyway, yeah, this runs... sadly, the frame rate counter won't work, but this is actually running pretty good. I will update when I get to the ground. Alrighty, now we're on the ground. Is there motion blur? It feels like there's motion blur. I swear I disabled it. I enabled VC. Oh, what the heck? It set everything back to high. So we were running on high settings and it was running pretty good. Let's set it back to low. Okay, I was gonna say this isn't running really that great, but if it was on high settings... Whoa, that's great. This is like... This is 100% 60 frames per second. This runs amazing. Okay. You can probably tell in the video, I always film my videos at 60 frames per second, but wow, this is super smooth. This is a lot smoother than I expected. Because I thought it was running at low when it was running terribly. Yeah, I mean, sadly the frame rate counter doesn't work, but we're overclocked, but I mean, clearly this is running at a locked 60 frames per second, because I have VSync enabled. But I mean, yeah, this is overclocked right now, but I mean, this could probably be fine without it, but I mean, it runs incredibly. I wasn't really expecting that out of this low-end GPU. Like, this is the lowest of low-end GPUs, I'm pretty sure, that you could get. Lowest of low-end dedicated GPUs. But yeah, I mean, wow, pretty impressive. Maybe I shouldn't have actually been too impressed. The minimum specs are like a Pentium 4. And a GeForce 6800 GT. But I mean, still, this is a low-end laptop. It did come out 4 years after this game. But this is like the lowest end dedicated GPU from AMD I'm pretty sure you could get. So, you decide whether to be impressed by that or not. Alrighty. With Goat Simulator, without the overclock, it stays in the high 40s and does not go above that. It very rarely ever goes above that. But with the overclock, it hits 50 frames per second and 60 frames per second a lot more of the time. Like going in here, it just does 60 like no problem. Before it would struggle. This is a fun little game. I'm wondering how the Intel HD 3000 compares to this GPU, because I know the 4000 will beat it. That would be dumb if the iGPU could have any, could be similar in performance to the dedicated one. But yeah, this game perfectly, runs perfectly well on this computer. Alrighty, for comparison's sake, here is the iGPU. As you can see, the GPU is at 0% utilization. I mean, honestly, it's a pretty big difference. There is a good reason why HP put this dedicated GPU in this computer. One more thing I will mention is, for some reason, putting any amount of RAM over 8 gigs in this computer makes it slow down miserably. No clue why. Literally unusable with more than 8 gigs of RAM. I have one 8 gig stick in here, no problem. Put another 8 gig stick in here. Literally will take 5 minutes to boot up, and it'll be terribly, terribly slow. I wonder if that is the reason the person who had this computer got rid of it, because they upgraded the RAM, and then it just made it unbelievably slow, and they didn't realize. So that's a little weird thing with this laptop. You know, HP, this is an HP ProBook. It's got some quirks, but if you can get past those quirks, it's a pretty good computer. You know, it's been working fine for almost 15 years now. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, you know. And with that, I'll see you all later. Bye.